Federal High Court hearing a case seeking to disqualify the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate, Pastor Sage Iyamu, and his deputy, Audu Gani, has ordered that court documents be pasted on the residences of the duo. Justice Taiwo granting the plaintiff's application for substituted service on the two defendants at Monday's hearing in Abuja. The court documents having been pasted on defendants' residences was expected to prepare them for the adjourned hearing, which comes up on August 24, 2020. The plaintiffs are also APC members, Momo Abdulrazak and Zibiri Muhizu, who asked the court to disqualify their party's candidates. Iyamu is facing lawsuits for alleged certificate forgery and false information supplied to INEC by his deputy, Audu Gani, to aid his qualification for the governorship election. Barrister Friday Nwosu counsel to the plaintiff further alleged irregularities in Gani's name and academic credentials. Hence, he approached the court seeking disqualification of defendants from participating in Edo governorship election. Defendants in the suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/758/2020 are the APC, the Independent National Electoral Commission Gani, and Iyamu, who were sued as first, second, third, and fourth defendants respectively. Okay, so in a nutshell, I just believe this is the reason why they need to paste all this whole thing as their residence is for them not to say, oh, I did not know, oh, I was not saved, oh, they did not tell me. You know, lawyer, they have a way of trying to bring technicality when it comes to all of this. But you know, the funniest part of the whole thing is that it is even the party members, not even the other opposition member, the same party members, they are the ones taking him to court. And don't forget that the chairman of the party, the APC chairman in Edo State, Hanslem Ojezua, has already come out to say they have no candidates, that they don't want to waste their time. That's why he's not campaigning. He's not even bothered with all this their campaign jamboree they are going, you know, they are involved in. But the question is that, does it mean Oshomole and the rest of them, Bola Tinubu, even Iyamu himself, does not know this? That one is even a different case entirely. But the reason why these people are bringing this whole thing again is that what they have submitted to the party is not what it is. Because what is good for the goose is good for the ganders. If they could disqualify their former whatever party member who happens to be the governor of the state, Obaseki, if they could disqualify him because of discrepancies in his academic whatever, so they have to keep up with that narratives. They have to keep up with it, because now they are telling us that they don't want a repeat of what happened in Bayelsa to happen again in Edo State. So they just have to keep it up. They are telling us that they have realized their mistakes, they've known everything. I think on that note, of course, don't forget that there could be some kind of undertone on this in this issue. So, but from what we can see, that the people from their party are the ones coming out to say what these people have done is, or they have presented to INEC, is not what it ought to be. And the question I've asked for severally is that, does it mean that the INEC itself does not have what it takes to be able to scrutinize people's credentials, or what? Well, we need people to answer us on that. So, if INEC could not know that those certificates are not they are forged, I don't know who is supposed to know, but now it is coming out from them. But from other party too, some of the other party, I think in another party, whether ADP or something, coming out to say, oh, they have to disqualify Iyamu, because as at the time his name and his deputy, as at the time their names were submitted to INEC, that because of some technicalities, whether Oshomole was supposed to be the one that will submit it, or the caretaker committee, the one that's supposed to submit it to INEC, that something is really wrong somewhere. They want the court to interpret that to them. So this one is a different thing entirely. Now we have 3 cases concerning this their candidature. The first thing is whether they have a candidate in the first place, like the APC chairman in that state says they have no candidates and is not bothered to campaign for anybody. Secondly, other opposition parties coming out to say the technicality at which their names were submitted to INEC, whether the people that submitted their names were the people who are duly to submit that name to INEC. And now this is a different one entirely, apart from the personal issue that this man has with the EFCC that is still in court, the governorship candidate. And also now they are trying to link again his deputy because of a alleged document forgery. So a lot of things are in court because of them. So it's coming from them, not even from another party. So this is the time for them to clear themselves that, okay, what we did to Mr. A, we can still do it to Mr. B, because if we want to clean your party, you want to clean the system, you want to come on a clean slate, they have to follow through. But the question I'm asking, does it mean these people are just trying to distract them? Because anything can go as far as politics is concerned in Nigeria. Anything goes. So we want to know whether these people are doing it out of bad belly, or just to distract them, or they have a genuine case against their own people until they get to court. And I think their names are being mentioned, so it's not as if somebody is framing it up somewhere. We know the particular people who are taking them to court on this whole thing. So does it mean Oshiomhole did not know? Because Oshiomhole, if Wahala starts now, if there's problem now, Oshiomhole will tell you, oh, I didn't know about it. Just the same way he's denying Obaseki that throughout Obaseki's time, he never bothered to check his credentials and all of that. So I hope he has time to check everything now. But I think it's too late, because now that their name has already entered, so it's what they submitted now that they are going to be working on. So does it mean he didn't check that, so that he will not come and tell us, oh, I didn't know that their credentials are not okay? But the issue of the alleged 700 million naira of what do they call that? Is it not a money laundry that the man has? Of course, they have a way of trying to downplay the whole thing, but it will be better for them to know now before they will not go further. But they will say, oh, don't worry, let us even win the election first. But they won the election in Bayelsa. Don't forget that an election was won in Bayelsa, and we know what happened. It was a really big blow. Everybody felt it. You can imagine governor-elect that was already parading, practicing on how he was going to parade the next day. Oh my goodness. They wasted money. They wasted a lot of money, and it was because of the same deputy. That was what robbed off the governor-elect in Bayelsa State, and at the end of the day, the center could no longer owe, and everything just dabaru. So they just need to know very well, not that, oh, let us win the election first, we will get away with it. They might not be so lucky when it gets to that time. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Now the court has said, go and paste all of those things, the information or the whatever, put it there so that they will not tell us that nobody served them. That is why they are doing that. I don't know why, whether that is how it's been done before, or the court is just trying to bring another, so make it, just trying to be on the safer side, so that to avoid a story that touch. We don't know. So guys, leave your comment below and let's have your take.